Hello, my crypto friends. If you remember a couple of months ago, we had a contest to predict the price of Bitcoin on April 1st, and the winner is Mvico. The price of Bitcoin on April 1st was 82,500 USD. If you're listening, please get in touch with me. My email is in the description. We do have another contest running, and that's to guess the price on July 1st. So if you like to have a free analysis of your birth chart, please leave a comment with your prediction. Like always, first I will go over a quick overview of May, and then we move to Bitcoin. So my friends, the good news is that in comparison to previous month, May is going to be a pleasant month. After many months, all the personal planets are now moving forward. So we get a sense of things starting to move forward. The first days of the month, although it's a great time to start a new creative project, it's better to stay away from any major purchases. With the Venus-Neptune conjunction, we may get carried away and buy something and regret it later. The markets will probably be quite volatile during these days. The full moon on May 12 is in Scorpio, and it's quite emotionally intense. It's opposing Uranus, and it's in a positive angle to the North Node. Full moons symbolize completions. So the message of this full moon is that it will be to our benefit to let go of situations, emotions, or persons that are doing us more harm than good. This goes for everyone, but especially if you're born around the days of the full moon or 2 or 3 days before or after November 14. May 17 and 18th, with the Sun-Uranus conjunction, expect sudden changes and surprises. This goes for all of us, but especially if you're born around May 17, November 17, August 20th, and February 16th. Now, there is a new moon on the 27th in Gemini, which is very favorable. The Sun, Moon, and Mercury are in an auspicious angle to Pluto, the transformation planet, and Mars, the action planet, is in a positive angle to Venus. This means that the next couple of weeks are ideal period to start something new and advance your goals. If you're single, that's a great time to plan a date. This goes for all of us, but especially if you're born around the days of the new moon on May 27th or around November 28th. On May 29th, Saturn will move into Aries for the first time in nearly 30 years, where it will remain in Aries for approximately 2.5 years. It will retrograde back to Pisces in autumn for a few weeks, but the last time Saturn was in Aries was from April 96 to June of 98. So think about what you were doing during that period. It will give you some clues. Now, Saturn is the planet that symbolizes discipline, structure, responsibility, and limitations, while Aries is all about action and initiative. So this time, Saturn in Aries is asking us to push beyond our limits to achieve your goals. But it's important not to rush, because Aries is very impulsive, as you know. And it's also good to have a backup plan if things do not go as we planned. A good day to start new things is May 27, around 11:02 Universal Time. Now let's move to Bitcoin. A reminder that this is not a financial advice. As I mentioned many times before, although I practice astrology for more than 40 years, it's hard to predict Bitcoin, especially this month, because it seems there will be lots of ups and downs during the month. My friends, it takes me a few days of work to prepare this video. I would really appreciate it if you press the like button. It takes a second and it really helps my channel. Now, if you like to know in advance how Bitcoin will perform in June and July, you can get my predictions at a discount price of almost 60%. You know that you can also have your own predictions, which is actually my expertise. For more information, my email is in the description. I try to keep my prices really low so everyone is able to afford it. So for Bitcoin, the first couple of days do not look very good. In the collective chart, as I mentioned before, the Venus-Neptune conjunction shows uncertainty and volatility in the markets in general. And for a couple of days, the first couple of days, Venus will be in a semi-sextile angle to Bitcoin's Venus, which is a minor challenging aspect. Therefore, I believe on the first and the second, there could be a correction. It doesn't look like it's going to be a major correction because at the same time, there are also some positive angles. From the 3rd until the 5th or 6th, sometimes when I say the 6th, it could be a day before or a day after. So from the 3rd until the 6th, there are nice angles, and I believe the price will probably increase. Around May 7th until about the 10th, there are a few difficult angles forming. Venus will form a square to Mars, and Mars will align with the South Node, and this suggests a correction. You can see that on the map. The South Node symbolizes release, and with these indications, we will see an adjustment on the price, but only for a few days. Mars aligned with the South Node. You can see that, as I mentioned, on your screen. I've noticed this situation a few times when a planet aligns with Bitcoin's South Node, the price drops. Around May 10th or 11th, there are positive angles involving Sun and Bitcoin Saturn, as well as Mercury and Mars. This suggests an improvement. As I mentioned, there will be lots of ups and downs because the favorable angles only last for a couple of days. So there could be another correction on the 12th or the 13th until the 17th. The price during this period looks like it's going to go sideways, or there could be a small correction. I'm saying that because during these times there are many difficult angles. The Sun, few of them, the Sun will form a difficult angle to Neptune and Saturn to Bitcoin's Venus. Additionally, the Moon will make challenging aspects on May 15th and 16th, and there are no positive angles to Bitcoin's Venus. The only positive angle is from Saturn to Bitcoin's Jupiter, which is why I believe the correction will probably be a minor one. May 19th and 20th look more promising as the Sun forms a nice angle to Jupiter and the Moon is in an auspicious angle, makes auspicious angles on these days. Usually Bitcoin's price increases before new moons, and there is a new moon on the 27th. However, this time there are many challenging aspects from around the 24th until the 29th. So I wouldn't be surprised if there is a small correction during this time, or again we see the price going sideways. The last days of the month are looking much better. The Sun forms an auspicious angle to the lunar nodes of Bitcoin, and Venus aligns positively to Neptune. Well, as you can see, May was not an easy month to predict due to all these fluctuations. So my friends, this is it again this time. I really wish you a nice month. Take care. Bye.